The Brainiac, yeah.
Well,
But no, yeah. What I wanted to have you explain a little bit was about this. I mean, I'm seriously thinking about registering because it really looks like a fun deal.
we have a 2-day stay that's been provided by Santa Fe Tourism to really promote the native culture within Santa Fe, which is really the number one draw for the city itself, and to really bring the participation of the tourist experience in Santa Fe, which is cultural, which is art, which is restaurants, which is museums. For a little city, it is an incredible resource. So we really have a lot of gratitude for tourism to be involved in the native voice, which is really what Native Media Network is all about, to promote the arts, to promote the young kids to follow into the arts, the culture, the legacy, and the like. And we're here really, of course, with a legend, Harlan McKosato,
A legend in my own mind.
a legend in his own right. We went out 4 years ago with one camera to an NCAI
Yep.
show. I think it was in
Tulsa,
Oklahoma
Tulsa,
City.
Oklahoma, Tulsa.
That was 3 years ago,
Oh,
two
okay,
years ago.
okay.
And slowly, 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 we've been able to build on what we're doing, where today we have what Google Analytics says a global audience, about 50,000, if you can believe statistics.
Right.
And in any one event, we maybe have a draw of 3,000 to 5,000 people. And we have a lot of people to thank for that. And we've been very blessed to be able to keep the network going on 24/7. Any contribution that you have, you can tweet us now, send us information, or email us at info@nativemedianetwork.com. By the way, if you want to register for the 2-day stay, log into Santa Fe NM1.com, sfnm1.com. Right in the home page, you'll see the registration. And please do so. I think it is important for the city to know that there is a activity there. We'll announce the winner probably on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Thank you all for listening in. And Harlan, I don't know what kind of words that you want to have and really look.
Well, I mean, I think you're exactly right when it comes to you know native culture being the number one draw, and I noticed that the city of Santa Fe actually developed a new position for a tribal liaison. So I thought that was important, and I think it was Rima Chris who helped develop that, and so we're really, I think that's showing some progress. I think that's showing that the city of Santa Fe, wants to make a commitment to native the tribes and also the culture. So I appreciate that, and then also the Indian market is just such a great event, and I think that the city, even though it receives some criticism about this and that, I think overall the native artists get to really show off there and showcase the work that they do. It's I was just talking with Angie right there, and she says it's a year-long process, and every year people mark their calendars to come here and be here, and so I do want to congratulate Santa Fe for keeping this going for 95 years. And I know you're not 95, Harmon, but more like.
I feel like it.
Oh, please.
Well,
Oh, please.
the Dallin Mabey, the director of Swire, really has gone all out this year.
Right.
To really,
Yeah, I saw
really
Dallin outside.
promote the arts and is involved in every facet of
Right.
Indian market. And the reality is, if there's no economic justification to art, the artists won't be interested. So it is important that the economics of art, which is the collectors, the casual as well as professional, that their involvement is really the piece of the creative to keep it going. So by all means, keep the art going.
And don't forget to register. And what's the best way for them to go in to register, Harmon?
Just go into sfnm1.com and you'll see the entry form right there. We've already had quite a few entries as of this morning, and we hadn't even announced it yet.
Wow.
So we'll know how many people have registered when we get back to our office this evening.
Someone must have hacked in and registered early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mother-in-law.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now I want to go back to another interview that we did earlier this morning out on the plaza, and I want to thank our new camera woman, Roberta Lujan from Sandia Pueblo, and she she just jumped right in there and took the camera and started. She's also became a director. She was like, "Oh, move over!
Yeah.
Don't put the mic so close." So yeah, she took right over. But we did get an interview with Don Jackson, and if we can cue that up. Okay, once again, Harlan McKosato here with Native Media Network, and we are with Don Jackson. Is that right?
Yes, Saginaw, Chippewa from Michigan.
Oh, wow. What brings you down to Santa Fe?
Indian market.
And what is it about Indian market that draws people from far away as Saginaw, Michigan?
I think it's the world's largest native collection. I mean, people are here from all over the world. I've met people from several countries. This is a big annual event for people. Collectors, I've met them from everywhere.
And you have a pretty prime spot here. How does that work out?
This is my first year in this spot. I've been out on different streets before, so this has been great. A lot of traffic, and people start their market here and then spread out, I think. So a lot of people are just getting here, and so hopefully they'll be returning to purchase.
And tell us more about your art. What it says, cell painting. Tell me more about that. I'm not familiar.
Classic animation cell. So I use the same paint, the same materials that were used on all the classic animation films like Snow White, Cinderella, all the great Disney classics. I use the same technique and don't use any materials that they didn't use back in like 1937. It's kind of a start.
That's what I was about to say. How did you get involved with that?
I worked for 20th Century Fox years ago, and I learned how to ink and paint on The Simpsons. So I painted Bart and Maggie and Marge and...
Did you ever meet Homer?
Yes. And Bart, who happens to be a girl.
Oh, that's too funny. Thank you very much, Don.
Sure.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Harlan.
Okay.